this week we're going to be learning about rounding and compensating. So the first thing we have to learn about is what rounding means. When you have a number, let's say 19, then you round it either up or down to the nearest tidy number. Remember that tidy numbers are numbers that end with a 0. Here are some tidy numbers. 30, 70, 60, 80, 100, 120. What is something that you notice about all of these numbers? So you should have noticed that all of these numbers end with a 0. Numbers that end with a 0 are called tidy numbers. So when we round numbers, we take them to the closest tidy number. The closest tidy number to 19 is 20. So if we want to round 19 up to 20, we need to add 1. If we had a number like 12, the closest tidy number wouldn't be higher, this time it would be lower. The closest tidy number to 12 is 10. So to round 12 to the closest tidy number of 10, this time we don't add, we need to take away 2. On the next screen, you're going to pause and you're going to see a range of numbers. You're going to either need to add something to them or take away something to round them to the nearest tidy number. So now we're going to use rounding to help us solve some addition problems. If you've got a problem like 37 plus 42, you can use rounding to make solving it easier. So we're going to round 37, and the closest tidy number to 37 is 40. So we're going to add on 3 to make our first number 40. Okay, so then our equation is going to be 40 plus 42 equals something. Now that's a lot easier because now I've got 10s that I can add and just some 1s that I need to add on. So how I'm going to solve that is 40 plus 40 I know is 80. 40 is 80. Then I've just got 2 more. So if I add on 2 more at the end, then I've got 82. So I know that 40 and 40 is 80, but I've got 2 more, so that must be 82. But my answer isn't going to be 82 because I added on 3 too many at the start. That means that I've got 3 too many in my answer. What do you think I should do next? I'm going to pause the video here so you can have a little bit of a think. If I added on 3 at the start, what do you think I need to do to my answer to make it the correct one? Okay, I hope you've had a little bit of a think about that. So if I have 82 here, but I added on 3 at the start, then I need to take 3 away here because I've got 3 too many. So if I added on 3, I need to take away 3 from here. So 82 minus 3 is 79. So 37 plus 42 is 79. Okay, so the last one that I'm going to show you is the best one of all. It's the quickest way to use rounding and compensating because in this one we do all of the rounding and the putting back on, the compensating, together in one step. So I've got 28 plus 33 equals something. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to round 28 to the nearest tidy number. So with 28, I'm going to add 2 to make it 30. Okay, I've added 2 to round 28 to the nearest tidy number, which is 30. But this time, straight away I'm going to take off 2 on the other side. So on this side I've added 2, on this side I'm going to take away 2. So it balances. So I'm minusing. So 33 take away 2 is 31. So now my equation looks like 30 plus 31. 30 plus 31, I'll do my tens. I've got 30, 40, 50, 60, and I'll add the 1 on. So 61. So my answer is 61. This time I don't need to do anything else at the end because I added 2 here and I took 2 away here, so it balances it out. You do one thing on one side and you do the opposite on the other side, and then it's even again. If I add 2, then I take those 2 away. Okay, we're going to practice one more together and then I'm going to leave you your last set of practice questions. So the one we're going to practice together will go 39 plus 44. Okay, so I'm going to round 39 to 40. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add 1. So this number becomes 40. Then over here, I need to do the opposite. So I need to take away 1. So 44 minus 1 becomes 43. So 40 plus 43 is 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 plus my 3 is 83, which means the answer to this problem is 83.